Alright, what's up guys? We're back and we got a pretty interesting gameplay today, man. We just went ahead and bought this new Vita Vea. He's actually 95 overall. This card is pretty wild. I was anticipating Vita Vea, if they did drop him, would be a fullback, but he is a halfback, which means we're going to go ahead and use him at that position. See if we can score a couple touchdowns with him. See if we can get some running yards. See if we can get some catching yards with him. We can actually even put him at wide receiver, which is kind of what I'm tempted to do. He's 85 speed with the John Madden boost, 86 agility. The speed's actually not bad. He could definitely be a lot slower. Great carrying, great trucking, great break tackle. As far as ability goes, we're going to go ahead and activate him. And I'll show you guys what I plan on using. So I'm going to be using Bruiser, which gives you more powerful truck animations and stiff arm animations, as well as backfield mismatch, better routes, and better catching from the linebackers. And then Freight Train as our X Factor. Now the reason I'm not using a third ability, he does get a third ability, but it's only like Homer and Indoor Baller. And I don't really anticipate getting that many, 10 plus yard carries with Vita Vea. So it's just kind of a waste of training in my opinion. These are the only two that are going to actually have like gameplay impact. So those are the abilities and X factors I'm going to be using on Vita Vea. We're going to go into a game, try to score some touchdowns with them, and I'll catch you guys after the game. Okay, 2nd and 9, another run with a surprise. I'm gonna play run defense again, man. I really don't. I mean, he had a tight end wide open up the middle of the field. As you can see here, this linebacker on the left side of the screen is most likely the guy who's supposed to be in the zone. And if I just put Hester on an out route, smart route it, there's no way he should be able to get over there in time. Yeah, he didn't even, literally didn't even try. Anthony Barr got there, by the time I already caught the ball and rolled the ground. So, if you see somebody going in 3-4, go ahead and hit him with a couple out routes, especially if they're inside like that. Okay, this guy hasn't learned his lesson, so I'm just going to continue to do it until he decides that he wants to do something about it. Actually, this time, if we want to be safer, we can just run a short out route. That was pretty wild on the play before that a deep third played an out route. I mean, that's usually not going to happen. We still could have caught it. We still got a good possession catch animation, and Tyreek Hill just flat out dropped it. But, yeah. So he switched here. This is most likely cover 2. With the clouds on the outside. Yeah, it is. Vita Vea with a great catch. We're going to try to get Vita Vea 100 catching yards in this game. See if we can do it. Okay, not bad speed. No! I'll try to get an armbar animation there, but the most recent patch made it so that you can't stiff arm users. I'm going to continue to come out in the spread set, which spread against any sort of 3-4 formation is just going to absolutely kill it. Okay, this time he just left that wide open. No zone there. Cover 2. I noticed immediately that this guy on the previous plays had been putting his middle linebacker in a deep blue and then using the angle route himself. That play, I could see by the linebacker's drop back that he was not going to be in a deep blue. He was stepping back very, very slowly. So as soon as I saw that, I knew that he wasn't in the deep blue, and that was going to be my read the whole time. His user was on the right side of the field, lurking low. There was he had sent 4 routes out, and only 3 of them were manned up, so he had one guy completely open, and he just decided to throw that one instead. Okay, everything's completely bagged. We got Clowney chasing him down. So we dropped the pick. It bounces off his helmet, and then Shazier drops it again. Interesting sequence of events right there. That can only be summarized as Madden 20. Okay, right here, we're making some moves with Hester. Oh, okay, a little stop and go. We got pretty lucky with the break tackle, man, but still a great play by us at the end there with Devin Hester. Up 14-0 in the Super Bowl, man. This is looking really good for us. We also get ball at half, so yeah, it's looking good. It would be great to get a stop here. It would most likely seal the game, but I almost am tempted to just keep this dude in the game. That way we can get Vita Vea, to his 100-yard catching mark. That card's actually really good at catching. I think he only has 46 catching, but he's caught everything that's been thrown his way. And I want to ag him, man. I want to get a touchdown with Vita Vea. That's our goal for this game. Another run down 14-0, under 2 minutes. Questionable decision by him. He's going to no huddle it as well. I wonder if he like saw something he liked or something. No, okay. He just comes out in another play. Tries to run and gets absolutely smacked right there by Darnell Dockett. Dude just bulldozed him. My goodness. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to fake blitz, contain. That way he can't get out of the pocket. Right there, Devin Bush makes a great play for us. If you guys have been watching my videos, man, you guys know this Devin Bush is absolutely insane. Like, this is one of my favorite cards in the game right now. He's an absolute beast. Just makes crazy play after crazy play for us. Right here, we're going up against Trips tight end. We have Sean Taylor user in the middle here. We're just lurking. He ran 4 verts. Instant pressure by Von Miller, man. It's time, baby. It's time. We're on the 4-yard line. This is destiny right here. You know who we're coming out with. Vita Vea at the running back position. We're running the high form wing. Stretch. No, bro. We tried it. We tried it. I pressed A for the armbar and nothing happened right there, unfortunately. I'm probably going to take it inside again. The inside looks rather weak here. Yeah, he didn't run commit there. There we go. Vita Vea getting in the end zone for his first touchdown of the game. Let's see if we can get him another one in the second half. Okay, last play before half right here. He snaps the ball, presses a random button. We actually do get the pick. I thought we were going to drop that. He literally just snapped and just mashed his controller, and that's exactly what happened right there. He lobbed it to the most covered person on the entire team. But that's okay. We're going to go yard with Vita Vea here. I'm going to have Moss. So this backfield mismatch only works against other linebackers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Moss to take away that corner over the middle, or that safety over the middle. And then we're going to have Vita Vea following up behind him to hopefully get a nice ag. Okay, he actually sends the whole team at me. It doesn't matter. Vita Vea catches it. We actually get the ball off, which I'm super surprised about. Vita Vea not only catches it, great catch, but absolutely mauls the free safety. What does the free safety have? Okay, he doesn't have an tackle ability. He just mauled that man. That was wild. Okay, he left Vita Vea. Big mistake. Vita Vea breaks the tackle. No, I wanted to armbar him. It was just one person between us and the end zone, and we could not get it done. And then we'll have Vita on the wheel route. Right there. Run him over, Vita Vea. Let's go, man. Vita Vea has been absolutely huge for us. I'm trying to think how many catching yards he could possibly have. If he's not already at 100, he's definitely got to be really close. We've pretty much just been jamming him the ball every single time. And now that we're in the end zone, man, it's time for Vita Vea to get some touches. He pinched his line, so we're going to the stretch play. I want to armbar this dude. Get off me. Vita Vea to the crib for his second touchdown of the game. This dude has been a beast so far, man. So these are the adjustments I like to do against trips. As you can see right there, I quarter the trip side. That way he doesn't burn us on any sort of streak or fade on that side of the field. And then we still have our vert hook there to stop any seams. And then we have our purple from the inside to stop any sort of corner routes. I-form or strong tight. Down 28-0, an interesting play call by our opponent. He's just gasping for air at this point. A lot of running. Still down 28-0. A stretch. Sean Taylor, oh my goodness, just absolutely puts that man in a stretcher. What a hit. That was one of the biggest hits I've seen in this game so far. What an amazing, amazing play by Sean Taylor right there. Definitely a beast. If you guys don't already have him, definitely recommend go picking him up. Okay, so we're back on offense. You guys know what time it is, man. Vita Vea in the backfield. Let's get this man a touch. Yep, you think you're using it. Absolute dot right there by Michael Vick to Vita Vea. We're on the 2-yard line. Vita Vea has 2. We got to get 3, man. So we know what we're doing. We're handing the ball off. We're running our way into the end zone. You see that, man? Nobody on the defense even wanted to step in the way of that man. That man was about to bulldoze some people. They saw him run free, and they're just like, yep, nope, you got it, man. Touchdown number 3. Let's get back on offense. Okay, so Vita Vea finishes. He might quit. He paused the game. So Vita Vea has 7 attempts for 16 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2.2 average. Receiving though, 7 catches, 136 yards, 19.4 yards per receptions. No touchdowns, but we got all the touchdowns. We pretty much got stopped inside the 5 every time after every catch. So that's where the touchdowns came from. We ran for the touchdowns, but we got a ton of receiving yards, man. We said we wanted to get 100. We have 136 right now. Okay, so our opponent ended up quitting. We were up 35-0. I wanted to go ahead and try and get 250 yards, or not 250 yards, just 200 yards with Vita Vea receiving. But like I said, our opponent quit. I'm kind of surprised he didn't quit earlier. Good game to that dude. He was just no match for Vita Vea, man. Vita Vea was way too much of a beast. 3 touchdowns, almost 150 yards total on the air and in the ground. Just a great player, actually. I'm kind of surprised. I thought he was going to be terrible, but he actually feels relatively quick. He feels super powerful, man. I'm tempted to keep this card. Not really sure if it's worth the 300K, but it is a lot of fun to use. If you guys are looking to, spice things up a little bit, have a little fun, get a little weird with it, definitely recommend checking out that card, throwing that bruiser on him, and running some people over for touchdowns in the end zone.